Hello, welcome to a new video of Bitcoin. Actually, we are going to talk about Bitcoin, but this video is going to be a little bit different. You already watched my videos before. Always I like to talk about macro, right? Always monthly, on weekly charts, on one-day charts, this kind of things, right? But some people, they ask me like, okay, in the long term, I'm talking about years, what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. So in this video, it's not technical. Well, it's a technical analysis, yes, but it's a study. Based on the historical data we have for Bitcoin, what we can expect, in the next at least 5 years. Okay. In this chart I'm showing you right now is the BLX chart. Is the one of the oldest charts we have for Bitcoin, and I want to show you this. This is the Fibonacci. You can use this tool. It's this one, Fibonacci channel. So why I'm using this one? Because in the long term, actually macro, Fibonacci actually is very powerful tool. You know how to use it. In my personal experience, I use it a lot in the past, but I realize I get better results when I watch the macro charts with Fibonacci levels. Let me show you here. From the bottom here in 2011, to the top here in 2013, from $2 to $1,000, $1,200, around there, we are gonna analyze this current price action here, because of course we are in a massive uptrend, right? Why I am not using this tool here? We can use it, yes, here, but in this case, I would like to use analyze this part of the chart, because we have a clear uptrend and we have more data. But the point is here, let me show you. Every time when Bitcoin is testing the 618 in general, or the 3.82 in general, is where we have potential bottoms or potential actually tops. Or of course, sometimes we have extensions to the 0.236 and also the 0.786. So you see here, from $2, Bitcoin went to all the way to the golden pocket. Actually, I call it in that way. Between 0.65 and 0.618 is the golden pocket for me, in my personal way of using Fibonacci levels. Every time here, traders and bots, remember bots, they are trading based on this kind of things. So as you can see here, Bitcoin went to the Fibonacci, the golden pocket, with a massive wick here, rejection, and after that had a pullback from $200 to 69. Actually, you see, maybe it's not big, but actually it was very bad. And from here, as you can see, it was holding the 0.5 Fibonacci level for a long time, and after that, test again the golden pocket, and from there an extension 1-to-1 from here to here, 1-to-1 in this rally, and from there, of course, we saw the correction. People, they call it bear market. Of course, I am not calling this a bear market. Bitcoin never is, for me, we never saw a real bear market for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in uptrend, and in the weekly chart and monthly chart. Let me change here because I'm showing wrong chart. Yes, here, better. All the downs you see here, from monthly perspective, actually is just corrections. Okay, so if you see here, it's very interesting. Why? Because if we use here from this point to this point, you can see where Bitcoin tested the bottom of the channel, or the Fibonacci channel, as you can see here. So in all the history of Bitcoin, always just 2 times, here and here. No, just one time were from 0 to 1 to 1, sorry, and just one time in the history of Bitcoin tested the 0.786. Yeah, but every time is getting more expensive, as you can see, Bitcoin, because as I said, we are in an uptrend. So now what is happening? In 2017, Bitcoin tested the the 0.786 as a top, as you can see here. Yeah, and from there all the way down to the lowest point of the Fibonacci level, the 0.36 Fibonacci level. Yeah, so let me remove, I'm gonna clear this. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna clear here drawings. No, one moment. Okay, never mind. So as you can see here, now Bitcoin from here is testing the 0.5 level actually as a top. Not top. Actually, I don't believe this is a top not for now. It actually depends on the next close in the oh my god, let me see. When in the next 3 days we will know it is the top or not, in my personal opinion. Okay, as you can see here, Bitcoin was testing the 0.5 Fibonacci level, and from there got rejected to what? To where? To the next Fibonacci level again. Every time when you see Bitcoin in any time frame, because bots are here in the crypto market, and actually all the markets, but especially here, bots, they like to play with Fibonacci levels. Yeah. So now what's happening right now? Bitcoin is holding the 0.36 Fibonacci level, is this one. Yeah, as long as holding here this area, I am expecting other test to the upside, at least to the 0.5 level, Fibonacci level. That is what does that mean? It depends on the time. Remember, the time is very important. So if the breakout happened the next month, Bitcoin will have 2 months to show us around here, maybe 100k. Around there will be the next logical target. For example, here, here, and here. Right? It depends on the time. If that happen, if the breakout happen in the next month, then yeah, we will see this. And from here is where is something very concerning. One trader, actually, I really like his technical analysis, is Alessio. He's a very good trader, in my personal opinion, and he pointed something very good in his latest video using Elliott waves. I want to show you with my own system what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. I'm gonna be very honest with you, it's not good. Why? Well, I'm gonna remove this, and as I said before, I am expecting around 100k if Bitcoin holds the breakout around 100k. It's not going to be exact, yeah. But the problem with this is we have in monthly chart this. Every time when Bitcoin is going higher and higher, every time, here, here, and potentially here or here, what is this? Bear divergences, right? And they are in monthly chart. So I'm not telling you this is going to happen tomorrow. Of course not. It's going to take some years. Well, according to the count of Elliott waves of Alessio, this is the last wave of wave 3. And actually, I agree about it. Actually, I did my own count a long time ago, and I was looking for something similar. Yeah. In general, he said something like this. All this, of course, we have more data around 2009. Yeah. Something like this. And all this, yeah, is a wave 3 around here, and the wave 4 and the wave 5. So it's very interesting. Why? Because I am not using Elliott waves as a main tool, but I can see the same thing. The same thing like is concerning for me. Yep. You know, here this is could be the wave 3. Yeah. after 5 waves or 10 years. If that happened, actually, I agree, as I said. If this is real, yeah, we can think like, for example, the top of this wave is gonna be around 100k, yeah, and from there we have one ABC correction, right? ABC correction, what does that mean? Corrective waves, yeah, but we are talking about monthly chart. When we are talking about in the context of monthly chart, that means all this is gonna be, for me, the first bear market of Bitcoin. The first bear market. How many people they are making a lot of money all this for 10 years? They are lucky? Yes. They are thinking Bitcoin to the moon? Yes. But in Bitcoin, we've never seen a real bear market in monthly chart for Bitcoin. Yeah. So I'm not saying Bitcoin is gonna crash right now. Of course not. I'm telling you, there is a very huge opportunity. If you miss it, all this, yeah, you miss it, yeah. In the next, after when we see finally the top of this, the last push, we will see finally this correction, and here is when we will have something very interesting. Why? Because even with that, I am expecting Bitcoin in the long term is gonna be something like this. If you pay attention, every time when Bitcoin is very close to the zero line here, very close, is when we have our massive monthly signals. Because always in this indicator, Bitcoin has never been negative. This is a bull market. Is getting weaker? Yes. Is getting weaker? Yes. Yes. So other test here, and maybe a small cloud here, and we will have finally the last wave of Bitcoin. Yeah. According to this, in my personal opinion, according to this, I am expecting if Bitcoin can close the monthly chart above $60,000. I mean, closing above there. Now is above there right now. It actually now is around $60,000, 800. Yes, around there. If we see in the next 3 days Bitcoin is not rejected from here and is closing above there, this is a monthly breakout. So what does that mean? Bitcoin in November, and December, we will see potentially higher prices. As I said, my target is 100. Yeah, around there. It'll happen. But we will have the confirmation here. So be ready for this. Why? Because the next pullback of Bitcoin is gonna be massive. Massive. How? For example, let's talk about this. Okay, 100k is gonna be maybe by the end of this year, according to this technical analysis, if Bitcoin close in weekly chart, yeah, above $60,000. Yeah. As I said many times in my previous videos, we have in weekly chart this. Yeah, Bitcoin is gonna form a bear divergence in weekly chart, and every time when that happen, yeah, well, is the moment when we will see massive crash around here. So we need to keep in mind here, if you are bullish on Bitcoin, yes, totally fine. Actually, I'm bullish too in the long term, yeah, but we need to be careful, right? Because we are talking about the potential last move of this year of Bitcoin, potential parabolic move. So some people ask me, okay, what is my expectation for the next year? It's simple. If Bitcoin reach 100k in December 2021, from here around this area, I am expecting finally the beginning of the potential bear market in the long term. At least 1 year, no, 2 years, maybe 2 years of bear market. I am not saying Bitcoin is gonna reach, it's gonna fall maybe just 80%. No, in average, in a bull market, Bitcoin crash 80%, but in a bear market, We don't know because we don't have data. The only thing I can tell you, if Bitcoin reach this, there are monthly divergences, weekly divergences, and from here, I am expecting something like that. Yeah. So, but don't get me wrong. This is gonna take time. I am saying if Bitcoin reach now in the next 2 months, 100K. Now, let's talk about something else. 6-month chart. The 6-month chart here, we have, this is a shooting star. Okay, shooting star. You don't know what is this. Shooting star is usually indication of potential reversal. Same thing for hammers. When you have a hammer, for example, this hammer, that means reversal of the downtrend here. Same thing for the uptrend. When we see a shooting star, we will see a potential reversal in the next 6 months. So how is gonna be this invalid? Is simple. If in January 2022, we need to see Bitcoin above $65,000. If we see it, yeah, we can start thinking this is invalid, this is not true. But any close below $60,000, 65, well actually 60, I will say, based on other time frames, well, we need to be ready for what? For a potential downside. Yeah. Now, the overall sentiment of Bitcoin and the crypto is everything is bullish, right? You see Shiba Coin and these kind of things. All that people, they don't know what they are doing. Just they are buying because they watch media. They are watching media and they are following someone. But as I said, where is the bear market here? There is no bear market here, as you can see, right? There is no bear market. In some point, this is gonna reverse, and here is where we will have the second lifetime opportunity to enter on Bitcoin for long time. Yeah. So now let's talk about the potential targets for this ABC correction. Okay. First of all, you need to know in weekly chart we have this candle. If you don't know, this is a doji candle. Okay. This is a doji candle and it's telling me the first warning, hey, careful. Why? Because this is a rejection. Technically speaking, it's a rejection. Yeah. We can see the same thing here. 2019, we have a doji reversal, and after that, what happened? Bitcoin fall, right? So we need to respect these kind of things. Every time when we see this kind of things, well, be careful. Yeah. Now we have this, and Bitcoin is now is around $61,000. Is here. So I want to see two things. First, Bitcoin should close around $60,000 in monthly chart, and weekly chart should close around $62,000. If we see that two conditions met, yeah, of course, I am expecting a parabolic move to around 100K, honestly. So, but any close and weekly chart below $60,000 and monthly and weekly, I will expect a full reversal for this. Full reversal, technically speaking, to the MA55. Yeah, to the MA55. I cannot say something else. So, let's talk about the potential targets for this. If Bitcoin reach in December 2022 100K, sorry, in December 2021 100K, around here, usually in bull markets, we know Bitcoin crash around 80%. So from 100K, 80%, how much it is? $18,000. In average, the worst scenario, sometimes 94 or 95. So even you see Bitcoin at 100K, in a bear market, don't forget about this number, $1,000, $10,000. Don't forget it, because people, they cannot believe Bitcoin will go that deep. Believe me, I've been here for many years, and I saw this, I saw this, and I saw all the price action, this, all of this here, and I saw all this price action. So yeah, believe me, Bitcoin is a very volatile asset, so be careful with this. Okay, now for the next 5 years, what I'm expecting to see Bitcoin, well, it's easy. I cannot tell you exactly the price, but the only thing I can tell you is, if we see 100k, for example, 100k, and we see this ABC correction, for example, A, B, and C, thinking, okay, I cannot tell you the price, but when you see how you will identify when we have a wave C, it's very simple. The past is for study, right? What happened in 2020, September 2020 to March 2021? Bitcoin looks like never found a resistance, right? You will see the same thing in wave C. In wave C, you will see Bitcoin is just breaking the support here, is breaking the support here, is breaking the support. All the supports you are thinking they are strong, they will just break. Simple. So in wave C, also the second thing you will see in when we are in a wave C or in this very large correction, the sentiment of the market, regulations, they will say many bad things about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a scam, all the crypto world is scamming, just many scammers, this kind of news, negative news. And all the people will say, okay, finally Bitcoin is going to zero. Yeah, you see, Bitcoin is worthless, these kind of things. Well, if you have this kind of sentiment in the market, and plus you see Bitcoin is just falling, well, instead of feeling like, actually you must be happy, very, very happy. Why? Because after the wave 3, you know what? Is coming the wave 5. The wave 5, at least, for example, thinking, okay, please don't pay attention about the price. Just pay attention about the waves, okay? This is your wave 4, okay? After the wave C is here, when all the hope here, all the hope in the market, all the sentiment is super negative, and people are just crying. You will see all the NFT guys and all the newbies, all the next Bitcoins, they will just disappear. In 2017, forks, airdrops, these kind of things, ICOs and these kind of things. Now, all the NFT, all the garbage, that kind of things, you will see, like they will go to zero, technically. So, when you see the sentiment, well, it's the moment where we are, okay, we will be ready to start thinking to buy. Why? Because after the correction, we will see a last wave 5. And this one is gonna be for years. This is the representation, okay? So my final target in the next, I will say after the halving, the other halving, the last halving of Bitcoin, I am expecting around 250k. Around here, 200, 250 or even more. A little bit here. And the reason is because if Bitcoin reach 100k by the end of December, yeah, usually the last wave, the top of the wave 5 is above the wave 3. So the wave 3 is around 100k, and the last wave here, the top is a little bit around, well, it never lasts, right? Like 50%, no, actually more, like 100 or even more percent more than the previous high. The worst scenario is we will see a double top, of course. But the point is, in this area is where we are going to become investors. In this area. Remember now this video, because maybe in a couple of years when you see this, maybe this video will be very useful for you. Especially if you are thinking to become investor. Okay, now you already know my system, right? People who are watching this video, or they are in my private channel or my private group, they know I have a system and I follow my system. When I'm going to buy Bitcoin again, well, it's easy. In weekly chart, of course, this is not for holding. This is for trading. But this is not for holding, because I know we have a pair divergences. Of course, the TSI is still positive, no problem. Bitcoin is still trending to the upside for now. But every time when Bitcoin is testing the MA55 in weekly chart, in general is to the upside in general. But if you want to be safe, you want to think, okay, for years, every time when Bitcoin is testing the MA55 in monthly chart, as you can see, in monthly chart is where you will get the best price for Bitcoin. Yeah, at this moment, the MA55 is at $18,000. So remember, just for 2 months difference, the MA55 in monthly chart is gonna move just a little bit like this. In 2 months, almost nothing. So if Bitcoin comes to 100k, reach 100k, sorry, around here, thinking the breakout is real, it's totally normal for Bitcoin reach the MA55 in monthly chart. So be ready for $17,000 at least, but seriously, my target is $10,000 if that happens. Okay, so this video is about the long term, trying to answer what I'm expecting for Bitcoin in the next 5 years. Okay, so just be patient. If you want to become investor, yeah, but wait for the good timing. If you want to become investor, one of the key things, the most important things you need to understand is the timing. Yeah, you don't want to buy here, right? Why you don't want to buy here? Because someone told you, because I'm telling you Bitcoin will go to 100k. Maybe you can buy if you want. It's up to you. I am not a financial advisor, but I will never buy this. Why? Because in my style, I will never buy when the move already happened. I want to buy when everything is cheaper. Here, here, here. You see? I will never buy this, this, and this. Okay. So now let's talk about the monthly chart. The candle close in monthly. As I said before, the next 3 days for Bitcoin is gonna be very important, because it's gonna define the next what we are gonna expect in the last 2 months of the year. If you see Bitcoin closing below $60,000, well, we will potentially see a rejection in weekly chart, and we can start thinking, or the scenario for correction is gonna be true. In this case, if this is the top, because my first scenario was 100k, right? And my second scenario is, okay, if we can reach the top is $65,000, the average correction is 80%, around $9,000, 92%, 6,000 or 8,000, in between $8,000 around there. So that could happen? Yes, of course, yes. Remember, Bitcoin is volatile, very volatile. And one thing I want to show you here is very concerning, is I think we can see this in here. This is a Bitstamp. As you can see here, Bitcoin is in indecision phase. This kind of candle using just price action is in indecision phase. Okay, but as I said, we want to see Bitcoin closing the body of the candle above $62,000 in weekly, $60,000 in monthly. Yeah. The worst scenario for Bitcoin right now is any close below $59,000. We can say this was a fake out. Okay, fake out and buy. Okay, so in 5-day chart is still strong. Honestly, I'm expecting Bitcoin will do new highs facing of this. 3-day chart. Well, something concerning about this in 3-day chart is we have bear divergences forming in 2 day and 3-day. We have this one and we have potentially here. So remember, any close about below $59,000 will trigger this kind of things, and we are gonna expect lower prices. And of course, Bitcoin will enter in daily downtrend. So well, maybe the party's over. One thing I want to show you here is the volatility. Many traders, they don't consider volatility. It's totally fine, I respect, but in my case, for me volatility is a very important piece when of the puzzle when I'm trading. Let's study a little bit volatility. Why is so important? See this. With this indicator, actually it's free, you can use it. And when you see the dots blue, that means the volatility in 3-day chart, in this case, this formation, the price was contracting. Yeah, I mean, it was less volatile. So the rule is when you see this, the move, a big move, a massive move is gonna happen. Yeah. The direction, well, that is your job. You need to, using your system or your technical analysis, you need to determine to take the direction. Okay. In this case, as you can see here, Bitcoin after that, what happened? The volatility started expanding, and finally we see the red. This is the bottom. And the same thing when you see in 3-day blue, what happened? You are expecting a massive move. What happened here? Yeah. Same here. And here, all this here. And why is very special here is because weekly chart, as you can see here, every time when we see the blue dots for Bitcoin is where the massive moves are coming. You see, this one is so special, right? Bitcoin start expanding when it was around $23,000. And now again, in the next 2-3 months, I am expecting to see Bitcoin printing some blue dots. As you can see here, we will see something like this, blue. The problem with this is Bitcoin is gonna be maybe very high, and we will see the blue dots like this. So if we see the past, every time when Bitcoin is in the highs, and the blue dots happen, well, this is not a good signal as here, around here. Why? Because we will see reversals. Many altcoins, they are showing the same signature. Okay, easy. We check here, 1-day chart. Blue dots, move. And here we will see in the next maybe 2 weeks, blue dots again. And as I said, right now, Bitcoin is not running 1-day chart, right? Technically speaking, if we see the MA55 to be tested to the upside. So be careful with this. No, not be careful. Pay attention of these kind of things, because if you want to catch out very good moves, you need to pay attention to this. So if we see 3-day chart, the price is expanding here. This is good because I want to see the price expanding. But I want to see the confirmation Bitcoin closing about $60,000 to start thinking about this. The problem is, if Bitcoin gets rejected from here, and we see the bear divergence forming here, and the volatility is expanding, well, this is gonna drag Bitcoin at least to $47,000 at least. Okay, so in this video, I show you the two scenarios, the bad scenario and the good scenario. I am bullish on Bitcoin. Yes. In the long term, yes. When I'm expecting to see these kind of things happen, well, in the coming years, yes, we will see a four wave, yes. And we will see finally the first real bear market of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Okay. One thing before to finish this video, I want to show you something. Is this? One moment here. The total to chart for altcoins. All the capital is coming to the to alt, excluding Bitcoin. Okay, all the market cap. This is looking very bullish, right? Yes, looks like it's gonna have a breakout potentially. Yes, but the problem with this is this bear divergences. Yeah, of course I'm expecting new highs. Yes, that means many altcoins, they will start exploding in the next 2 months, and from there I am expecting a massive rejection. I think we don't have any history about this. Let me see. Yes, we have it. We have here and we have here. Okay, this area is the thing I am expecting for this. And from there, when we have the bear signal confirmed in bear and weekly chart, you see what is gonna happen. So that is the same signature I can see right now. Here. In monthly chart, I don't know if we have enough data. Let me see. Something worse is happening right now. And many people, many YouTubers, they don't talk about these kind of things. Of course, they will lose followers, right? We have here, and with the new high, we have a potential bear, massive bear divergences here. So I am showing you like the next bear market of Bitcoin is gonna be different. If you thought the bear market of 2017 was bad, wait for this. Wait for this. That means new highs. I don't know, Ethereum to $5,000, even more. Who knows? In December, Solana, many coins. Yeah, we will have many good opportunities. But here, when you see this signature, this is gonna reverse hard, and you will see your favorite coins, Cardano, and many of them. Well, maybe in the starting value in 2019 or 20. Okay, guys, thank you for watching this. And if you have any request about other type of technical analysis, or you want me to talk about something else in this kind of videos, please let me know, okay, in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.